We're just going to work through a beginner's Pilates workout. It's going to take around 20 to 25 minutes. Okay, so we're going to start standing at the top of our mat. You're just going to align the body, so keep the shoulders rolled back, keeping a nice neutral pelvis and keeping that core nice and engaged. We'll start with hands on rib cage. We take a nice inhale through the nose. As you exhale through the mouth, you keep that core nice and engaged. We'll do 2 more. Nice inhale and exhale. 1 more inhale and exhale. Keeping that nice core engagement. You're going to keep the knees nice and soft. Going to stretch towards the ceiling nice and tall. So you're lengthening through the body. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, you're going to round through the back, letting gravity pull that head down, letting the head fall nice and heavy. Taking a nice soft knee if you can't get your hands all the way down. If you can't get your hands all the way down, that's fine. Just go to your limits. And then we roll up from the bottom of the back up. Rolling the shoulders back round. Again, we stretch nice and tall. Inhale, exhale, we roll down. Trying to sink a little bit deeper. You should feel that stretch all up the backs of your legs, all that posterior chain. Again, we roll up from the small of the back, roll the shoulders back. 1 more, stretch nice and tall. Inhale, exhale, we roll down. We're just going to stretch through the sides. So take the hands to the left-hand side of the left foot. Keep that right foot planted. And we sweep to the right-hand side. Keep that left foot planted. And we come back to the center. And then nice and slowly, you're just going to walk out on your hands and then just come to lie on your front to take a nice little cobra stretch. If this feels a little bit heavy on your back, just come down onto the forearms. If you feel okay with that back extension, just come onto those hands. Bring the head back, just stretching through the core. And a nice little extension on that spine. We're just going to take this session really gently. This is just a beginner's, just to introduce you to Pilates. And then you're going to push back and take a nice child's pose. So you really push your bum down and push those fingertips nice and long. Feeling that nice stretch. Really sink that bum down. And then you're going to come into all fours, taking the shoulders over the wrists and the knees under the hips. We're going to take a few rounds of cat-cow. So you raise the tailbone, bring the head back, push the belly button down towards the floor. Inhale, exhale, rounding through the small of the back, driving the hands through the floor. We'll do 4 more rounds like this, just nice and slow. Nice inhales and exhales. 3 more rounds. 2 more. And last one. And then you're just going to find that nice neutral all fours. So you want your eyes looking down in between your hands, knees are under the hips. We're going to start with Superman. So we start by taking that right leg out nice and long, keeping the legs super straight so we don't bend at the knee. You're just going to start with a nice gentle leg raise. So nice and slow, keeping the rest of the body super still. So you're just focusing on moving through the leg. Keep those fingertips nice and wide so it takes the pressure off the wrists. Nice and slowly, let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now you're going to hold that right leg out and we're going to bring in the arm. If you feel a little bit unstable, you can lower the right leg down. Okay, so we take that left arm out. And at the same time, you're going to bring the knee and the elbow in and extend out. If you feel wobbly, you can graze the floor. So keep the hand and the arm and the leg nice and low. If you feel confident, bring them up nice and high. So nice and slowly, again, minimal movement through the center. Let's go for 6 more. Keeping that core nice and tight. We go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 more. Last one. We hold out. We hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then bringing it down, and we take that on the other side. Starting with that left leg extension, we raise and lower. So you can see how I'm not moving through the center. So that core's working super hard to keep you nice and stable. Eyes are looking down. Keeping that breathing nice and regular. Try and inhale to prepare and exhale on the move. Let's go for 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2. Holding that left leg out. Keep it low to the floor if you feel a little bit unstable. If not, hold it up. We take the right arm up. Simultaneously, we bring the elbow to knee. Inhale here and exhale on the move. Keeping it nice and slow so you're getting used to that control. We go for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go for 2 more. And last one, we are going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Bringing both hands down onto the mat now. You're going to bring the knees a little bit further away from underneath the hips. Cross the feet and pull the feet towards the glutes. We're going to go into 10 press-ups. There's 2 variations. If you don't feel strong enough, you're just going to bend the forearms down and push back up. If you're feeling strong, you're going to take a nice inhale and you're going to exhale and you're going to bring the nose in front of those fingertips. Okay, so choose your option. Either is fine. Starting with an inhale, keep the feet tucked towards the glutes. Exhale down. We go for 10. Bracing through the body. 9, 8, nice and slow. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 more. And last one. Well done. Take a nice little shell stretch again. Push those fingertips away. Keep the sit bones pressed down. Shell stretch, child's pose, whichever you want to call it. Just holding here for a few seconds. And then when you're ready, we're going to come up and you're going to lie on your side. So you're going to bring your head into your hand. Hips want to be stacked. So you're not leaning back or leaning forward. So you've got a nice neutral pelvis. Bending the bottom leg. So the foot is in line with the bum. Top leg is nice and straight. Pulling up through the core, so making sure the core's engaged. And then we're just going to again come into nice leg raises. So you're working deep in the lower abs, as well as the glutes and the abductors on the sides of the legs. Again, keeping the breathing nice and steady. Let's go for 6, 5, don't bend at the knee, 4, nice tight leg, 3, 2, and we're going to hold for 10, 9, keep the leg high, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we're going to bring the knee up towards the chest and push away. If you feel a little bit wobbly, you can bring the top hand down. 2, 3, 4. Also, if this position is uncomfortable, you can bring the head down. Well done, let's keep going, nice and slow, keeping everything nice and controlled. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2 more. And last one. Again, we hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then you're going to match that top leg to the bottom leg. So you're bending both knees. Squeezing the feet together, you just open the knees and close into the clam. Again, minimal movement through the body. 3, working deep through the hips. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more, and last one. Well done, just give that bum a little bit of a rub. And then we're just going to lie down. You're going to stretch the legs nice and long, bring the arms overhead. Take a nice stretch. And then we inhale. We exhale to round through that back, to roll up, grabbing those toes, taking a nice little stretch here. And then you're going to lie and do the other side. So you're just spinning around. Again, finding that side position, hips are stacked. Just adjust the pants, bending that bottom leg. Again, hand can come down to the front or just rested on your hip. Nice straight leg, no bend at the knee. And we come into those leg raises. We aim for between 10 to 12 reps. 3, keeping everything nice and slow. Core's nice and engaged. We go for 6. Don't judge my counting. 5, 4, 3, 2, and we hold for 10, 9, keep the leg high, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and then we bring the knee up towards the chest and extend out. Inhale up, exhale out. Pushing that top leg nice and long. Minimal movement through the center. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more. And last one. And again, we imprint top leg to bottom, squeezing the feet together, opening through the knees. This is the clam. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Well done. Again, give that bum a little bit of a rub. And then we're going to spin around and we're going to come to seated on our mats. So you want to bring the feet to the mat and find a nice tall spine. Roll those shoulders back. Keeping the hands on the legs for now. Imagine you're trying to draw a C shape with the bottom of your spine. So take that inhale. Exhale, you're rounding through the back. Stopping at a point where you feel challenged and hold. And then we roll up to find that tall spine again. Inhale, exhale. Trying to go a little bit further. Challenge that core, roll the shoulders back. We hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Again, we roll up tall spine. We go for one more time. Inhale at the top. Exhale, we roll. We go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And this time we're going to roll down nice and slowly, articulating that spine onto the mat. And then we find ourselves lying on our backs. You're going to bring your legs into a tabletop position. This is tabletop. Knees in line with the hips, shins in line with the ceiling. Bringing the arms down by the side, finding that nice neutral spine. So you might have a gap in your back or it might be closed, just wherever you feel comfortable. We're going to start with toe taps. So inhale, exhale, keeping a bend in the leg, you're tapping the right toe down and you bring it up. And then the left. So trying to keep the ribs tucked in so you don't want to arch through the back. So keeping it nice and stable through that center. Well done. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And this time you're going to bring the hands behind the head, nice wide elbows, and you're going to crunch up. You're going to close the gap in your back. Again, keeping those ribs tucked in. We're going to start with leg extension. So inhale, exhale, extend right leg out and bring it in. And then the left. So don't go too low that your back starts to pull. So just listen to that body. If the ribs start to flare, the back is likely to be arching. So you want to keep minimal movement through that center. Inhale here, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Well done. Let's do a few more reps on these. So let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, that's my hip clicking, 4, sorry about that, 3, 2, and 1. Now I want you to pull that left knee in and really crunch up so the shoulders lift up off the mat. Extend that right leg out nice and long. Inhale, exhale, we swap, hugging the right knee in. We've got 10 more reps, slightly faster. Keeping the shoulders up, we go for 10, 9, really press the spine down, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knees to chest, just give yourself a little rest, little hug. And we're just gonna finish with the 100. So I'll demo the 100 and then we're gonna do 5 rounds of it. So you bring the hands up parallel with the chest, legs back into tabletop. You inhale. As you exhale, you drive the legs out and bring the hands down by the sides and we pat the air for 20 reps and then you reset. Okay, so imagine you're trying to touch the end of your mat with your fingertips. If it feels too heavy, keep the legs in tabletop. If you feel confident, you can take the legs out. So you pat the air, okay? Make sure you inhale here. Exhale, we come up and we pat the air for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14. Well done, inhale, reset. Exhale, lift those shoulders up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 3 more rounds. Inhale. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 2 more rounds. Inhale. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1 more round with an optional oblique finisher. Inhale, exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You're going to hold this pose and you're going to open the legs and close for 10, 9, 8, really crunch up, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Well done. Bring those knees into chest. Wrap your arms around. Give yourself a nice little hug. Extend those legs out again, arms overhead. Take a big stretch. Imagine you're being pulled by your fingertips and your toes. Let's take 2 inhales and exhale. 1 more inhale and exhale. Next breath, we're going to roll up. So inhale, exhale, rounding through that back to roll up, grabbing those toes, letting the head sink nice and heavy, holding the stretch. And then bring the hands to the mat behind you. And nice and slowly we roll up. Taking your time. Interlock those fingers, stretch nice and tall. 1 more roll down to finish. We inhale, exhale, nice and wide, rolling down. Let the head fall nice and heavy. And then we roll up from the bottom of the back. Roll the shoulders back. Give the head a little bit of a nod from side to side. And you are finished. Thank you.